So guys, let's do this day 2 challenge of this Advent of Cyber 2 from TryHackMe. So this is also the web exploitation. I have deployed the machine, and this is about file upload vulnerability, and they have mentioned the theory about the get and the post. So I'll briefly explain about this. The parameter names and values will be sent in the URL in the get method. You can see the parameter name is snack and the value is minspy. So these are sent over the URL and can be visible for anyone who captured the request in the middle, like a man in the middle tag. So in the post request, these parameter names and values will be sent as a request body, so it won't be visible in the URL. That's about some theory. And coming to the file uploads, this is theory, so you can read all this theory. We need to find the file upload point. So a directory accepts the file uploads, and after uploading some files we need to test which extensions are being accepted by the website. Then we need to find the directory where our uploaded files are being hosted. Suppose room Advent of Cyber 2, and if I go to uploads, maybe there can be our uploaded files. So we need to go to the directory and we need to open that file on a browser. So upon opening, the PHP script or any other script in that file gets executed by the browser or on the machine. And we also usually use the netcat listener to receive the shell, and we get the shell. So let's do this. So this is the IP address. Let me copy this, and if you go to the directory, the IP address, it says that you are not signed in, and please enter your ID as a get parameter. So ID is equal to your ID here. If you go back to this TryHackMe website, you can see they have given this ID. Let's copy this. So we need to send this value as a value to the ID parameter. So let's say question mark, put the slash, question mark ID is equals to, now paste it in here. Now if you hit enter, you are signed in, your ID is invalid. So let me copy correctly. Okay, now we have successfully logged in. So let me press the Ctrl U to get the page source and protect the factory. Okay, it says protect the factory. If you see any suspicious people near the factory, take a picture and upload it here. So we have the file upload, and let's quickly go to the desktop. So I have this text file, so let's see whether we can upload the text file or not. Click on all files and choose this text file and click on submit. So it says invalid extension. So the text file is not accepted, and if you can see here, there is a JavaScript filter or simply HTML filter. So input type is equals to file, so it should accept the file type, and ID is equal to choose file. So this ID will be used by the backend to receive the file, and accept is equals to .jpeg, jpg, png. So they used a HTML filter to accept the file extension types. So generally we don't see this in the HTML, we see in the JavaScript there is a filter about these uploads. So now we got an idea that JPEG, JPG, PNG. So generally what we can do is we can change this extension to JPG or PNG, and we need to upload this and see whether the website accepts or not. Okay, since we know that the website accepts that images like JPEG, JPG and PNG. So let's see our questions. So what string of text needs adding to the URL to get the access to the upload page? So the upload page is the main page, so you can get access by using this ID. and image file type is image. So let's go ahead and upload a pic. So I think I have already one in the downloads. So I have this home.jpg. Let's copy it onto my desktop. So let's go ahead and upload this home.jpg and click on submit. Okay, file received successfully. Now we need to find the directory where our images are stored or the files are stored. So what you can do is you can just try these directories here: uploads, images and media or resources. They have just given the hint like this. So I just tried this uploads and I got the successful. So you can just copy this URL. So in general way, what you can do is you can use the GoBuster, and you can use the GoBuster to directly brute force this URL, but it's just simple. It's in uploads. So the most common mistake is they will put these common names like uploads, media, resources, files, etc. So here is our home.jpg. Let's open this and we have this image. So that's fine. Now what we can do is we need to create the reverse shell. So let's say php reverse shell. So you can check this Pentest Monkey GitHub repository. So click on this reverse shell and click on draw. Now copy all this content. Now let's say nano reverse.php. Alright, since we know that the website only accepts .jpeg, .jpg, .png, now we have this PHP extension. Okay. Okay, now what I want to do is I am going to add the .jpg extension at the end of this .php. So let's go ahead and do this with cp command. So now I can say .php.jpg. So if I say ls, we have this php.jpg. Now these are like bypassing the filters, the extension filters. So you can add another extension like this. So let's go and try to upload this one. You can see reverse.php.jpg. Let's open this and let's submit. It says invalid extension. Okay, invalid extension. Now what we can do is we can reverse these extension types like reverse.jpg.php. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can just try out few extensions and we can succeed. And reverse.jpg.php. Alright, now let's try to upload this one. Click on all files, this one. Now click on submit and you can see file received successfully. So here what you can observe is the HTML filter is only checking for .jpg for this reverse.jpg. So it's only checking for .jpg, it does not checking after .php. Okay, so if I refresh this page, I could see my PHP file here. So we can open this script and we get the reverse shell. So we forgot to edit the reverse shell, my bad. That's so by default the IP address is the local host. So we need to change this to our Kali Linux IP address. So let's find out the IP address of my Parrot OS. So I'm using this Parrot OS because the Kali Linux latest version has ZSH because I did not like that. So let's copy this 10.0 IP address and paste it in here. So we will get the reversal to this my parrot box at the port 1234. To catch that, we need to listen on the port 1234. So let's go ahead and save it. Now we need to upload this again. Click on submit. File received successfully. Now we need to refresh this page and we can see the reverse.jpg.php. Let's open this, and we did not get any shell. Okay, there may be firewall filter on the port 1234, so we should only try the port 443 because they have mentioned 443. Maybe it does not block the outgoing connections from the 443 and port 80. So let's go ahead and change the port. So now let's go ahead and listen on the port 443. Alright, now let's upload our file again. So let's refresh this. Now let's run this. We still did not get any reversal. We have changed it correctly, but I don't know where I'm getting wrong. Okay, I know where I got the wrong. It's the semicolon. I just deleted unfortunately. So we need to rerun the again. So we need to re-upload again. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's submit. So let's go ahead and run our reversal, and there we go. So let's say who am I? So I am the user Apache. Now what they are asking is, so the flag is in var www and flag.txt file. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's review the content of the flag.txt. So this is the flag, so we can just copy and paste that in the answer box. So we have, that's all about this day 2 file upload vulnerability. So what this challenge teaches us is, whenever we have the file upload in the website, we should make sure that only the image legit files should be uploaded, like images or any videos, not PHP scripts or any other scripts. So we should make sure that our filters have been applied correctly.